Mitch McConnell, Democrats need more moderates like Senator
Kristen
Sinema,
I think.
You need me to read the story? Or you going?
You can.
So here we have a wonderful picture.
We're back into politics.
Of two old men.
I don't know what they got to do with this.
Two old men.
As far as how we go treat each other.
No, both of them are, in my opinion,
one combs his hair back, the other combs his hair over,
and neither one of them, in my opinion, are worth anything.
And they both old, right? Aren't they about
and they both old? So
age? I mean, that's not old, but these men make that age.
Biden
makes it look old
with his little finger up. Has declared that COVID is over, even though one of our best friends died 3 weeks ago,
passed away because of COVID.
From COVID.
COVID is still
but all
out
of a sudden, COVID is gone. You don't have to worry about it anymore.
Right.
Even though she's dead 3 weeks ago.
You take your chances because it's really not out there. Don't even have to wear a mask. Don't even have to wear a mask.
And it's not even about that. It's about the fact that understanding that it's still there.
It's still
It's not over.
And be careful still with
And you
crowds.
make your decision on whether you want to wear a mask or not.
And you look at a lot of places you go to, like the hospital and some restaurants, and they still wear theirs.
I keep telling y'all, and I would tell y'all here, the only reason why you don't see me wear my mask is I'm at home.
Right.
I'm Michael Jackson.
You're going to wear your mask until Jesus comes
Y'all going to talk about me. I'm Michael Jackson. They talked about Michael Jackson. He wore a mask.
Until the second coming of Christ.
I am now Michael Jackson. Because until I go to my doctor's office and she don't have one on.
Yeah.
Or they don't make you put it on when you go into the doctor's office.
Yeah.
That means they still know something we don't know.
And I guess it goes both ways because I don't think mine had one on.
Yours didn't have one on? Did you have to wear it to go into the doctor's office?
I had to wear it to go into the hospital.
Okay.
But when I got to that area of the hospital,
they had them on.
They didn't have a mask on.
See, your doctor's different than mine. Why is my doctor still wearing her mask?
Oh, she was?
Yeah.
That's a good question. Okay. So it's not mandatory.
Wait a minute. Was my doctor wearing her mask? The nurses I know had the mask on.
Right.
Did my doctor have her mask on?
And my nurse actually didn't.
You might be right. Why do they make you wear them then coming into the hospital?
I don't know. Like when you're around a lot of people? I don't know.
Comment if y'all doctors and nurses still wear masks when y'all go for y'all appointments.
Because I know some restaurant people still wearing them.
The restaurants, some of them don't.
So it's not mandatory, but some people are still wearing them.
Come to think about it, I wonder if my doctor had on her mask.
And I thought the last time I had this procedure, I needed to take a COVID test. I didn't have to for this one.
You didn't have to take a COVID test?
Nope.
And they didn't ask me if I had any symptoms.
So they just kind of like what Biden is saying. That people are just feeling like this is not around anymore. Like we're kind of being lax now.
So were the Republicans right that this was the biggest hoax that's ever played on the American people? Got skin on the side of my face. Is this the biggest hoax?
I don't know. Because if people are still, and they're
the
not,
mask, I mean,
and they're not,
that you didn't never had, like a mask doesn't keep you from getting
and you
COVID.
don't hear on the news like they used to show about the number of people who are still passing away.
But a mask could maybe not have nothing to do with that, which means you're going to get it whether you got a mask on or not.
I don't know.
All right, we need to talk about that later on.
You in crowds, you still should be careful.
Let me say, Blue said my doctor had on a mask and a shield. Okay.
Wow.
So it is different people. All right, that's the question.
I like that.
Well, I don't know. But anyway, Arizona Senator Kristen Sinema, right? Sinema is a Democrat. But Senate Minority Leader Mitch McConnell, had high praise for her anyway when he hosted her Monday at his alma mater, the University of Louisville. They got to do him. I had to have my double chin guard.
Oh, man.
I've only known Kristen for 4 years, but she is, in my view, the most effective first-term senator I've seen.
Okay.
He said as he introduced her at an event held by the McConnell Center. Oh, he has a center, which he founded over 30 years ago, along with university officials. she is today what we have too few of in the Democratic Party.
Yes, yes.
A genuine, moderate, and deal maker, said McConnell, a longtime Republican who earned a reputation for partisanship, obstruction during former President Barack Obama's administration.
Yes,
I wonder why.
He had a reputation of obstruction.
He said Sinema,
I think.
Sinema has been right in the middle of it, not for principal leader of negotiations that resulted in whatever. I'm still reading as him, even though it's a thing. And bipartisan legislation passed during President Joe Biden's term, including a $1.2 trillion infrastructure plan and the first big gun reform bill to become federal law since 1994. McConnell voted for both proposals.
Okay.
As you can tell, I have a very high opinion of the senator from Arizona. Oh, I'm sorry. As you can tell, I have a very high opinion of the senator from Arizona, he said. But my biggest compliment to her is she's got a great... Oh, never mind. Sorry.
No.
She protects the institution of the Senate.
Yeah.
Oh, my God. This man.
Now, The View talked about this. You gonna keep reading?
No, I'm tired of him.
Of course,
she must have did something to get that.
Some of the ladies were like, "Okay, really?
What did she do? I wonder.
Oh yeah, she's new." Alyssa said
they need the numbers.
Alyssa said that she's not. She was pretty much, in my opinion, when she made her comment, she was kind of like scolding the ladies. She said, "I thought this is what we want. We want bipartisan. We want conversations from both sides. Right. We want people to come to the table, Republicans and Democrats, to say, what's the problem? Let's all try to fix it."
Right.
She worked hard with the gun thing. It was some gun situation in Arizona, and she worked with other Democrats to push it through.
Okay.
And she did. So that was her little check mark. But Alyssa was pretty much coming at it from the angle of, you complain.
This is what everybody wants.
Complain about them
when they don't
working together,
and you complain when they don't.
So
what did everybody else say?
BS.
What everybody else?
Well, Whoopi was like, "This is BS," because we know maybe for the camera for that moment, and then they're gonna go back to acting crazy again. She said, "You very rarely see them come together like this to talk about stuff, but when they do, is it phony? Is it real? Because we don't trust them."
Right.
And then is she leaning more towards Republicans?
Well, that's
is she, you don't know what their motives are.
Okay.
Nobody trusts politicians anyway.
Exactly.
What have they had some back in the back conversations?
Yeah, what's your motive? Yeah.
But I do see
I think he needs her because he needs more Democrat because they in the minority.
And I see Alyssa's point. Can we kind of like, when they do have a kumbaya moment, when they do come to the table and say, good idea. We're going to think about that. And we come back.
Why we don't?
Like, come on.
Let me tell you why we don't. McCain would reach across the aisle too.
Yeah, I miss McCain.
But he didn't blow smoke up people's butts like it sounded like McConnell's doing.
Right.
That's the problem I have with this.
Okay.
The best woman in the world.
They all can be like her. They all can be like her.
I haven't seen anybody that's wonderful since Jesus walked this earth.
And they dogged McCain
out
when he did.
No. But you can say, we met, this is how you should, I can't tell them how to do it, but this is how you say, you know what? We worked together. We had some things that we didn't agree with.
Right.
I kind of put some things I felt to the side, and she kind of put some stuff she felt to the side. And that's how we figured we would come together and do this.
Right.
We have to for the American people.
And don't compare her to, don't use her as the example.
That's
like
what
all
I'm
of them
saying.
should be like her.
Yes, that's what I think. That's the wording. That's what makes people.
And that's what Whoopi didn't like.
And the fact that he's a bozo.
Yeah,
it's him. If it was McCain, if McCain was still alive, or even what's the one that ran for president?
Ooh.
The governor.
Ooh.
You know.
The one that has the daughter?
The Mormon.
Oh,
you was getting ready to say Rance Allen.
No, I wasn't. I know you died.
The gospel singer
Romney.
If he said it, then people would be like, okay. If Liz Cheney said it now, people would be like, all right, okay. All right.
They found a common ground.
Right, but not this guy. Yeah. Not the one, if more people was like her, but not like you, because you're an a-hole.
You read earlier how he was known
exactly
as a person that obstruct a lot of things that Obama did and tried to do.
You're an a-hole. So that's the thing. It's who's talking.
Yeah. Okay.
If an a-hole is talking, consider the
Our
source.
old pastor used to say.
Yeah, consider the source. So, and I question her. Honestly,
that's what the ladies at the table were thinking too. Like, Sonny didn't buy it. What's going on with her? What does she do? You know.
Let's see how she.
We'll watch her.
We'll watch her.
But there could be very what. Oh, you know, Joy read.
And again, I'm not Republican or Democrat. If a Republican was doing the same thing, I would watch them too.
Joy mentioned she's not liked by her constituents in her state. 55% of women find her unfavorable. Joy feels she works with him to obstruct the Democrats. She's not popular with the Republicans either.
There you go.
Because her stance on religion, she has no religion from what Joy sees. She's not a spiritual person.
Okay.
And she's bisexual. I said, Joy brought that up. So she's not going to play in the Republicans' eyes either. Yeah. Because of her stance. So I don't know what her motive is.
She's needed by both parties.
My thing is, if she's sincerely trying to make things happen for the Democratic agenda, then that's the way to do it. Don't be arguing with each other like Romney, like you're saying how Romney does it. They try to get on and sit at the table and say, okay, we both agree that this is a problem.
Right.
Let's find a solution that won't pull a lot of money out of our people's pockets and stuff. Because Romney, his healthcare thing.
Oh, he has universal health care
in his state.
For his state.
So I don't understand. But go ahead.
But no, I get what you're saying. But I don't know. I don't trust him. And look at that ugly tie. Who wears a tie like that?
He does.
With that suit. Who picked out? There's no brown in that tie.
His wife.
He has on a
blue shirt.
A salmon.
Is that blue in there?
Salmon.
That's matching the shirt.
Black. And is that white?
About this man's tie. That's just. Well, Comover always wore red ties and blue suits. I never saw him in a color suit.
Wait a minute, who?
Comover.
He's not gonna wear a color suit.
He's
not a stepper from Chicago.
No, I've never seen him in a suit like McConnell.
Oh, like a brown.
He always wore blue and black and red tie. He
always
wore the same
blue.
colors.
Red, white, and blue.
Come on, Donna. You want to wear a nice sweater.
Look at Joe on the side with his sleeves rolled up. That means he's fighting Joe. His sleeves are rolled up.
The sleeves. Okay.
Remember, he said he'll take. Didn't he say he was going to take him behind the barn?
In the back alley.
No, behind the barn, and
he was going to do.
Was it him or somebody else said that?
It was Uncle. It was Grandpa Biden. He was going to do something